Back with Mario Cantone. We continue with 24 Hours of Judy Garland.
Yep.
We just had A Star Is Born. Now I could go on singing.
Love does funny things when it hits me this way. I've been singing through the whole break, the whole movie. I just had to finish it up.
This is the last movie she made, although A Child Is Waiting was released later.
Yeah.
She made this immediately after A Child Is Waiting. This is the last feature film she made.
It is the last one.
She kept working.
This was her concert era, which is why this film kind of represents that part of her life. And she was just starting her CBS series right after this, which ran for 26 episodes, which is fantastic. What you will see in this is her really giving 100%, even when she sometimes isn't in the best voice, but her not being in the best voice is still
great.
one of the greatest voices.
In some
ever.
ways, for me, it's better. Like it's a little.
You like the edge.
It's a little edge. It's a little crackly. It's not perfect.
And you'll see she's edgy in this film.
Yeah. Is she a good actress? She's a phenomenal actress, and she was great in A Star Is Born. She's great here. Her co-star here, Dirk Bogarde, who she was very excited to work with, who really transformed himself from these pretty boy into a serious independent actor, and then she was very excited to work with him here.
He really took care of her during this film.
He did. Let's set it up though a little bit. So she and Dirk Bogarde had a relationship 12 years earlier,
and they had a child.
They had a child, but because she is this famous singer, Jenny Bowman, she wasn't quite ready to be at home and raise a kid. So he has been raising the kid with no mention that Jenny is his mother, but now she has shown up and she wants to see her child.
She wants back into in her child's life. I think the way she was at this period in her life, which was as usual, she was unsure. She didn't know what was going to happen next, and if she was going to work more, and she's doing all these live performances at the time, but I feel like it lent itself to this performance because it's a nervous performance.
It is a nervous, it's a nervous performance, and it's a performance that aches for something missing in her life to be filled.
Exactly.
And so I can't help but be enormously compassionate to Judy Garland in this film for this performance.
This is directed by Ronald Neame, who was very excited about working with Judy Garland. And he knew there was going to be some trouble here and there. And he was like, I can turn on my British charm and win her over, and not so much.
She had some difficult times during this production. She was good in the early part, and then she, at one point, locked herself in the bathroom, and Dirk Bogarde had to talk her out of it she said, I can't read this crap, meaning the screenplay, and they
worked on the screenplay together.
And she delivers this really wonderful performance. But regarding Neame, she would refer to him as if you'll excuse me, a goddamn British Henry Hathaway.
Yeah, exactly. Get that goddamn British Henry Hathaway off this set. Yeah, she would.
Henry Hathaway was a notoriously brusque director. Of a Western.
Yeah. Do I think this is a great film? No, but it's never shown, and it's worth showing because of her performance, vocally and even more so acting-wise.
Maybe it's not a great film, but I think it's very good.
It's very good, and
she's noticeably older, but this is Judy as Judy.
As Judy, especially during this period, and there are times she looks a little kind of quirky and messed up. She's not perfect, although she's very glammed out at the same time, and she had her hairstylist, Sidney Gullioff, and Edith Head did her costumes. And
that pronunciation you nailed.
Yeah, well, I never know what Sidney Gullioff.
Gilleroff. But I might be, I don't know, I might be wrong.
You would know the hairdresser's name more than I would.
I don't, I usually avoid saying it. But
I know. Yeah. Well, I said it for you and messed it up for you.
So let's take a look at it. As we said, directed by Ronald Neame, also has Jack Klugman.
Love Jack Klugman, he's fantastic.
And a really nice performance by Gregory Phillips as the boy.
The kid's very good.
Really good.
And I'm not big with child stars.
I know, yeah.
I'm the first one to go, she stinks. He's good. He's very good.
Yeah, so here it is, from 1963, the last feature film Judy Garland shot. I Could Go On Singing. Back with Mario Cantone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, that last song, every song she sings in this movie's incredible, but again, her acting, it's so moving. And that scene at the hospital, Dirk Bogarde really encouraged her to change it. She was not happy with the script.
Much of that was not even as the final script was written. That was just Judy exposing so much of herself.
About singing, about going on stage, about having to go on stage. And they did that whole scene in one shot.
Again, without the director knowing what they were going to say. So they're doing the scene, and Judy is giving so much of herself in this. So he starts to push in, right? And he gets the DP to and the DP signals to the electrician to get a diffuser so that when the lights get too close so that they can keep going.
Yep.
And that's what you just saw in that scene.
That one take only. And in the end, she...
So I know. This as
what do you see at the end?
That they're gonna. Well, first of all, I took it as a happy ending. So I don't know. I've now heard your little arguments.
Yes, she's singing "I Could Go On Singing," and she looks off stage, and there's Dirk Bogarde there. And then the second time she looks off stage, he's gone, and she knows that she has to continue her career, which is the reason why that scene happened before, that she's got to continue her career. He's not going to be completely out of her life, but he's pretty much gone, and she's not going to probably really have the kid in her life the way she wants the kid to be.
But he can be in her life as much as she wants. I mean, the kid likes her, and now the secret's out. Like, she's the mom. The kid's going to see her. Like, I don't
know about that.
I believe her life has changed in a material way.
Because for a moment, this child was back in her life, and she got to spend some kind of normal time with her kid. And, and then he didn't know she was her mother, and then he finds out, which is devastating. That's a devastating thing for a kid. And I think that made her feel even worse, but I think she had to go on singing. She had to keep on singing, but her career was, not that it was the most important thing to her, but it was a big deal.
1963, there are airplanes. There's a way to do this now. It was not like they could, they could.
But don't forget, she was
write.
She was Jenny Bowman was also a difficult woman. Also, she.
Yeah, I got you.
She did, like she said. Do you think you can make me go on stage and everyone can just roll me out and take a big bite of me like a piece of pastry? I mean, that stuff is so brilliant. It really is.
Mario, as always, great stuff. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. This was lovely. I'm glad we really got to talk about Judy Garland together because it was needed, and I'm glad I influenced you in some of your opinions.
You've influenced me in many ways. So
I have. Except
just
take
a compliment like a normal person. Mario is done for the night, mercifully. But of course, 24 Hours of Judy Garland continues here on TCM. So stick around.
Yeah, stick around. It's more Judy.
Next on TCM, The Clock, then The Harvey Girls, and later, Listen, Darling. It's Judy, Judy, Judy on TCM tonight.